What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another old school RuneScape flipping video. Today I wanted to go over something. So I got a comment on my video that this person, it wasn't a rude comment, it was I appreciate all the feedback. He said he tried the items and they didn't work, and I felt bad because I feel like I didn't give a good enough explanation of really in general of how to flip, and you know, some of the troubleshooting and some of the things you can do to help your flips work. And then also, you know, explain kind of some of the reason why sometimes flips don't work. And so that's what I'm going to try to do in this video. I'm going to go back and I'm going to go back and revisit a lot of those items that I showed in that video, as well as some more high volume items. And I'm going to talk about how I kind of troubleshoot the flips and really go a little bit deeper on what exactly I'm doing and kind of the art behind flipping these high volume items. And remember, I said in the video that you know, not all of these items are going to work all the time, but this person let me know that none of the items worked, and so that tells me that I didn't do a good enough job of explaining what to do, because at least some of them should work. So I'm sorry, and I hope this video clears up and helps you have some success in the future. So let's get started on it. So some of the items, oh yeah, these are from earlier. So some of the items, I actually want to put this money back because I want to start with an even 100 mil here. Perfect. So anyway, as I was saying, teak planks was one of these items, and actually, caps lock is on. I might have flipped some of these earlier, so I don't know if it's been long enough. Yeah, it hasn't been long enough. I definitely did some of those earlier. But another one was coal. So let's check the margin. And so I want to remind everybody what we're doing when we're checking the margin. We're going in and we're clicking up a few times. We're buying it high, right? And then we're going to sell it, try to sell it. We're buying it over market value and we're selling it under market value. And that's going to tell you where you can buy at and where you can sell at. And here's the first thing that I'm going to clear up. When you put a buy offer in, so you're going to put the buy offer in for 155 coins, right? If they aren't buying right away, because it's a high volume item, there's a ton of people that are going in and buying the item. And they're buying the item to do blast furnace or to make bars or whatever they're doing. They're skilling. And most people don't want to sit and wait around and get the good price. So they're going to come in, right? We're going to buy at 155. But if you were just going to do it as quickly as possible and not care about the margin, right? You might go like this. You might even go like this a couple times, right? And so what's going to happen there is that they've got that higher offer in, while at the same time you've got people who are selling the coal and they want that higher price as well. So they don't want to sell it for the 155. They want to get the higher margin on it. And so those are going to fill faster. So that's why a lot of times, especially with these high volume items, it's going to take a little bit longer. So let's buy at 155 here, and let's buy 12,999, right? Okay. So let's start getting those going. Another one was steel bars. So we're going to check the margin, go up on it, collect them, and we're already starting to buy some of that coal, so that's good. Go under here. Oh, and it didn't sell. That's interesting. Okay. So let's go 370 on the steel bars. Right. And okay. And so that's a big margin, especially on a cheap item and especially on such a high volume item. And so obviously you want the 5 coin spread. Obviously you want to buy here and sell here, but you might have to adjust it. You might have to adjust it to 371, and then if it's not selling, if it's not buying, and then if it's not selling, you might have to bring that down to 374. So that turns the 5 GP margin into a 3 GP margin, right? But in this case, it looks like they're going to buy. So that's just one way that you can troubleshoot. Let's try Zolra scales. Okay. A little bit of a margin on those. So 208. Perfect. I actually checked the price on one earlier. That's why I'm doing the 998 there. And what's another good high volume item? Let's maybe try like a rune arrow. Okay. Check the... Okay, another 5 GP margin there. All right, and we've bought our Zulrah skills, and we're gonna go back and look at the history right here. 210. Okay, and that's gonna be an easy, because it's got such a high buy, or such a high buy limit. Like you can buy 30,000 of them, even though it's only 2 GP. That's an easy 60K right there. That's pretty good. Zulrah skills are a good one to do every single day. There's almost always a 1 or 2 GP margin on them, and they always buy and sell pretty quick. Again, I probably shouldn't say always, but it's most of the time. 55 each. We're selling them for 60. All right, and look how quickly those Zulrah scales bought and sold. That's great. Another item here. Let's try law runes. And I could tell right away that I'm probably going to end up having to lower the margin on this. And that's what I'm talking about, right? So we were able to buy at the price we wanted, but we're probably going to have to... We're probably not going to be able to get our 4 GP margin. Or, sorry, our 5 GP margin. It's probably going to be more like 3 or 4. And the coal finished buying right as I say that. So we're looking at selling the coal for 158. Oops. And again, we might have to change that margin as well. What's another one? Another one that I tried to do last time was mud runes, and I can't remember. I feel like I bailed out of that trade, but I don't remember exactly. And it looks like those law runes are starting to buy as well. Oh, wow. Those sold. There's 5,000 right off the bat. That's fantastic. So 285 on the mud runes. And cosmic runes. Let's try those. I think another one was cannonballs that I tried in the last video. So with cannonballs, a lot of them are bought and sold every single day, but the buy limit is so low that it can be pretty hard to get a good margin on them, get a good profit, on them, even if you have a good margin. And then so many are bought and sold, it's so much competition on them. So, and I think I checked one of these earlier as well. So, okay, let's go back and look at what we're gonna sell our steel bar for. So we're starting at 375. 375. Looks like we've sold our rune arrows. That's nice. And our cannonballs bought quickly. Let's go back and check what we're going to do there. 174 is where we're going to start on those. All right. 174, just like that. And we finished buying our law runes. And 149. That's what we're going for here. Okay. And let's go back and kind of look at some of our other flips we've got going on. So neither of these have bought at all, and these are selling a little bit, so that's a good sign. We're gonna another way. It's kind of I don't know if it's part of troubleshooting or not, but another big thing about flipping is being patient. I had said with the rune arrows, like, oh, I'll probably end up having to change them, and then then sold 5,000 of them just like that. So that's another big thing, is being patient. And the more you do this, the more you'll kind of find See, just as I say that, these start to buy. And the more you do this, you'll kind of see the difference between being patient and waiting too long on a flip, because there's kind of a fine line there, and there's not an exact science to it, and part of it is down to personal preference, like how long you're willing to wait on an item. The general rule is, for me, if I've got an item that's, you know, especially with these high volume flips, that I'm having trouble buying or selling, and it's taking up a spot in my Grand Exchange, you know, that if my thing is full and I need that spot, I could be making money with that spot, I'm going to go for the lower margin to try and just turn that over quickly, take that lower profit so I can move on to another item that's going to bring me more profit. That's kind of the way that I like to look at it. So let's see if we can get another couple items here. Let's look at some more high volume items. And I don't think I said this in the last video, but getracker.com, ge/tracker.com is a great resource. It's what I use. It'll show you all the high volume flips. It'll show you a lot of different things. So I highly recommend using it. I didn't want to put it in the beginner video, but I'm going to put it in this video just because we're kind of answering some more questions here. And as I say that, these two sell, so that's great. And so another one that we did was rune bars. And if I remember correctly, they're pretty pricey. I don't think I want to do rune bars just because I want to keep the price a little lower. Let's try impling jars. That might be a good one. And I told the guy, I commented back on the video, but I let him know, and I'll let all of you know in this video. Feel free to add me. I have my private chat open. Message me in game. I'll be more than happy to help you with your flips, try to point you in the right direction, answer any questions you might have. So if you're really trying to get into this and you're really new to it and you're struggling still after these videos, don't hesitate to reach out, because I really do want to help. So this, you know, flipping has been like a really big boost to my account. You know, I started off, I didn't have a ton of money to flip with, and I've been doing it on and off for, you know, basically the last 4 years that I've been playing the game, and it's really been a big boost to my account, GP wise, of course. And it's just fun, you know, and it helps. Like, sometimes, you know, you want to be still progressing in the game. GP is a big way to progress in the game, but you just kind of want to chill, relax. Like, this is, in my opinion, this is a great way to do it. So let's move on to some more high volume items. Maybe let's try some dragon hides. And that's a pretty penny right there, 17 mil. All right, and looks like these are starting to buy. That's nice. These have not started buying at all. So this is where I would kind of probably give up, start, you know, thinking about changing this flip. Just, even though it's not taking up a slot, they're probably not going to buy, and so it's kind of better. You got to weigh your time a little bit. You know, maybe it's better to buy them and sell them a little more quickly, even though we don't need the spot. So I'm going to try them for 123. Okay. And let's try some mahogany planks. Mahogany planks are really popular for construction. They're really expensive, and it's really expensive to train with them, but it's also like the fastest construction training. And look at that, these bought right away. So this is definitely a case where that item wasn't working at 120 at 122. Troubleshot it, however you say that. Troubleshot it. Bought real quick at 123, and it's looking like hopefully we're gonna be able to get that good margin on it. So that's a perfect example of when something's not working, fine tune it a little bit, and it'll work out for you. And look at that, they're starting to sell. That is fantastic. That is perfectly how you want to execute that. That's great. I'm glad that worked out that way, to show you guys how that could work out. So back to the mahogany plank here. We need to sell it. Let's check. Only a 4 GP margin on that, and it's such an expensive item. I think I'm going to stay away from it. Maybe let's try mahogany logs. Now, moving right along. I think I tried U-logs in that video. I know I've tried them on video before. I just don't remember which one. I did one about free-to-play flipping items. That might have been in that one. But let's try U-logs. 8 GP margin there. So there's a lot of room for error there. That's great. So but the higher the margin, the more competition there's going to be, because there's plenty of people who are going to be happy with buying it at 215 and selling it at 218, right? And so you're going to get you know, basically it's going to go to them instead of you, because you're trying to get it at this lower price. It's going to favor the seller on that situation there. Let's try some lobster. 1 GP margin. They're super cheap though, so let's try these. 22. We can make an easy 13K if these will go quick. Never tried them before, so. Check our margin there. 112. 2 GP margin. All right. Is that what it was? Yeah, 112 and 114. Perfect. Okay. So now we've got to a point where we've put these in pretty recently, and we've got this that's going to finish up quickly. So we know we've got 2 items here that might not buy, right? We've still got cash. But in this instant, I'm going to be patient just for a second, just because these are so new. Going to give these a chance to fill, especially, like you say, with these high volume items. There's a lot of people putting in buy orders, so it might take a little bit longer for your order to get filled. So I'm just going to be patient here for a second and see what happens. And I don't remember, I might have bought some of these earlier. I don't quite remember. I'm going to cancel the order just because I think I might have bought some of those earlier, and I don't remember. I don't want to let it sit for too long. 288 on there. Perfect. And for the sake of the video, I'm probably going to start closing out some of these trades here, just so I can put a nice clean wrap on it. But in this instance, so with the lobster here, we've got room to work, right? So instead of buying it at 241, let's just try, for the sake of trying. Try go 242 on it. Lobster. There we go. See if it'll buy quicker like those cosmic runes did. I'm going to close these out. These impling jars were disappointing, to say the least. And we sold 1 mud rune. We've got room on that as well. These are going to finish buying. The dragon hide is always temperamental. So. Yeah, and these aren't buying. So like I say, you can mess with this. Again, like I said, you know, a lot of them, sometimes an item's just not going to work. So you could probably get between, you know, this, you could probably get it, you know, a 1 GP margin on it. You could probably buy it for 244. Probably pretty quick. Let's try. Yeah, start buying right away. So I'm assuming these will buy and sell quickly for 1 GP. You just kind of got to weigh for yourself, like, is it worth the 15K? You know what I mean? And that's up to you. And I do think I'm going to lower the price on these mud runes. They're just not selling quite fast enough. Go 287 on those. Bowstrings, 114. And I'm going to cut my losses here on the impling jars. Partially for the sake of the video. 862. I'm going to go 860 on these. Just see. Okay. And I'm also going to cut my losses on these green dragon hides as well. 1355. What were we looking to sell them at? Let's go 1360. And instantly sold. Ooh, instantly sold for 1432. So we actually did get a decent little margin on there, even though we got out of them right away. So what that says to me is that there's a lot of people buying these at a higher price right now. And it's just too much. It's just too much competition. We're not able to get them at that low price, and that's okay. That's gonna happen sometimes. These mud runes are annoying me right now. 285, and we're trying to get them for 287. I'm gonna be a little bit more. I'm gonna be a little bit more patient with those. A little bit more patient with those. And I just want to offload these impling jars. All right, I'm gonna lower these down to 286. That's just a 1 GP margin on what we bought them from. 212. Are you logs still there? 220. It's gonna be a long shot to get 220 for them. I'm gonna start off at 219. We'll see what happens. And I want to just sell these back for what I bought them for. Hopefully they sell back instantly. Perfect. And that's just in and out of those. 855, 855. So, at least right now, those aren't a great item. Just get rid of them. So I'm glad I'm running into a little bit more resistance in this video. That's part of flipping. Like, sometimes things are gonna go super smooth, and some flips are gonna go super smooth. Like in this video, we had some that went really, really well, and we had some that haven't gone so well. And so that's the whole point of this video. I just wanted to like troubleshoot and show you guys, like, don't give up on the flips, but like be smart about it and kind of practice at it. You'll get better at it. We sold one mud rune. Oh, these mud runes. And of course, like, at this point, I'm standing here for the sake of the video, but, you could be going and doing anything else, right? I mean, you don't have to just sit here and babysit your flips. I'm going to change the margin on these just because, remember, we had such a big We had such a big margin. I'm going to go 215. I think they'll sell pretty quick at 215. I'm thinking. Nice. Those finished up. Let's go back and see what we wanted to sell these for. 379. Is that right? Yeah, 379. Perfect. Hopefully we can get that. These are selling so slow. Oh, that was nice. Sold a ton of those. That's fantastic. And these are buying. Oh, well. They're coming in. They're just coming in slower than I'd like, but. Give it a little more time. So it looks like we're going to be able to get what we want for these mahogany logs. These U logs are really being finicky here, but there's a lot of competition for them. Let's come down here, do that. I think I'm going to give up on these lobsters. Let's see what we wanted. We bought them for 240. We bought them for 243. Oh, that's right. Okay. Let's go 245 then. Perfect. Okay. And that at 214, that's only a 2 GP mark. Those finished up there. That's good. These are going to finish up. I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to lower the price on these. I just want to get out of them at this point. We're not going to really make any money anyway. I mean, we're going to make money, but like barely, you know what I mean? So might as well try to offload them. Perfect. Exactly what we want. Oh, I guess I could be flipping other items while we sit here and wait, but I do want to show the profit at the end. So all right, so it looks like we finished everything up here and finished off with a profit of just over 400k. So I think that was really close to what we made in the first video actually too. So not bad, especially since you could be doing other money-making methods while you do this. So again, if anyone, I hope this video cleared some things up. I hope this video helped some people. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to message me, comment on the video, let me know what you think, like, subscribe, and truly hit me up. I will help you if you need help. So thank you. So thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day. So thank you for watching. Happy scaping, and enjoy the grind.